as close as you can get on paper. These teams are very evenly matched. It's opening week in the Axis Football League, so here we go! Let's get down to the action. Here comes the kicking team. And Person kicks this one away. And he's tackled here. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Hand off to Matthews. And Perry wraps him up for the tackle. That will bring up second down. Second down here for Green Bay. Bell back to pass. He flings a pass. It's caught, and he's hit right away and taken down. That's good for 10 yards. Green Bay sets up on first down. He makes the toss off to the left side. He's finally taken down. A huge gain by the offense. The offense sets up with 3 receivers. Bell gives it away. He is brought to the ground. May with the tackle. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 14 yards to go. The receiver goes into motion. Matthews will take the handoff. Tackle made by Person. Gain of 8 on the play. Green Bay sets up on first down. A flag on the play. Bell hands it off. And the defense brings him down. Tackle made by Jones. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Ooh, the referee caught him. Defense offside. And they'll take the penalty. The offense comes in on first down. 14 yards to go. Motion left. He drops back. Bell tosses it up. Touchdown, Green Bay! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the kick is good. Green Bay strikes first today with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He boots it away. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. He'll give it away on a draw. And Payne's got him for the tackle. That will bring up second down. Second down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Sullivan takes the handoff. And Payne's got him for the tackle. That will be a loss of 2. Third down for the offense. 11 yards to go. Walsh hands it off. And the tackle is made. That'll go for about 3 yards. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. And he's tackled. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Bell back to pass. There's a flag on the play. He makes the deep throw. Single coverage downfield. Completes that long pass. Touchdown. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. The kick is up. And it sails through. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He kicks it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Sullivan will take the handoff. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Lopez. That brings up second down. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Walsh with the throw. Batted down and incomplete. Third down coming up for St. Louis. Walsh hands it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That brings up fourth down. The offense sets up to punt one away. The punt's away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. First and 10. Bell back to pass. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. That will be a loss of 5. Green Bay gets set on second down. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 7. Green Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. QB back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team takes the field. The punt's away. The tackle is made. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Player in motion to the left. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Motion right. He drops back. He makes the throw deep down the left side of the field. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. First down, St. Louis. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Player in motion to the left. Walsh gives the ball away. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. That brings up second down. The offense will operate from under center. There's a penalty flag on the field. The defender jumped early. They're going to grab him for encroachment, and they'll take the penalty. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Walsh will look to throw. He makes the short throw, and he misses the target. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. The runner takes the toss. Ripped to the ground. That's good for a gain of 4. The offense comes to the line on third and goal. Walsh pulls the trigger. It is a St. Louis touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. The kicking team set up to boot it away. Person with the kick. And he's tackled. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Receiver in motion. Bell makes the throw. Miners got him for the tackle. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10 for the offense. Bell back to pass. Tosses the ball. Strickland inhales that. They fly into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Go. Here's the kick. And it sails through. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He kicks it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He drops back. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 6 on the play. The offense lines up on 2nd and long. Player in motion to the left. He fakes the handoff. The deep throw, it is complete. He'll be tackled near the 45. A huge gain by the offense. 3rd play of the drive. Walsh will look to throw. He's got a target near the 25. Tipped away and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Go! Walsh hands it off, and down he goes. That'll be good for a couple yards. The offense comes in on 3rd down. 7 yards to go. He drops back. He makes the throw. It's caught. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 17. First and 10. Motion for the offense. Walsh hands it off, and down he goes. Gain of 3 on the play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Walsh gives the ball away. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Loss of 4. A nickel set for the defense. Sullivan will take the handoff, and he is tackled. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense is going to try for 3 here. And Person kicks this one away. And it sails through. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Person with the kick. He's tackled. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. It's pulled in by Holloway. The tackle is made. That will be good for about 6. The offense will operate from under center. Motion for the offense. That marks the end of the first quarter. Green Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Bell gives it away. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 4 on the play. It's a Green Bay 3rd down. There's a penalty flag on the field. They're going to get the offense for a false start here, and they'll accept the penalty. The offense comes in on 3rd down. 14 yards to go. Bell hands it off, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That brings up 4th down. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Peters with the boot. That's the end of that play. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Go. Walsh pulls the trigger, and they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Second play of the drive. Steps into the pocket. Tosses one short. Incomplete. The defense lines up for another third down. They've executed well so far here today. Dropping back. Walsh pulls the trigger. It will be caught by Lawrence. Wrapped up and brought down by Bradford. Gain of 13. Fourth play of the drive. Pitch right to the runner. And he's taken down. Tackle made by Mitchell. First down, St. Louis. First and 10 for the offense. Walsh will look to throw. He sees a target over the middle of the field. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Mitchell. Gain of 16 on the play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Dropping back. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. McDaniel tackles him to the ground. That will be good for about 1. Two backs for the offense. Player in motion. Walsh gives the ball away. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 12 on the play. Eighth play of the drive. Walsh will look to throw. He makes the throw to the middle of the... And they score! St. Louis touchdown! The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And it's good! St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. Here comes the kicking team. The kick's away. Ripped to the ground. First down and 10 to go. Bell gives it away. Wrestles him to the ground. Gilbert with the tackle. Loss of 4. The offense comes in on second down. 8 yards to go. Player in motion. Bell hands it off. And he's stopped up around the 20. That's good for about 7 yards. It's a Green Bay third down. Bell back to pass. Tracks down that ball. And the tackle made by King. A nice pickup there by the offense. A two tight end set for the offense. A flag on the play. He throws it deep to the center of the field. Strickland inhales that pass. And the tackle made by Collins. Let's see what the call is. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. They covered a lot of ground on that play. 1st and 10. Bell gives it away. And Francis wraps him up and brings him down. They'll lose one on the play. Operating from the gun. Run pass option. The QB pulls it in and makes the quick throw. Brought down by Minor. Gain of 8 on the play. Third down. Bell makes the throw. And count it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The offense sets up for the point after. There's the kick. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. First down and 10 to go. Hands it off. He's not going any further. They'll lose one on the play. Second down for the offense. There's a flag on the play. They're going to get the offense for a false start here. They'll accept the penalty. Second and long for the offense. Walsh gives the ball away. Wrapped him up. Give the tackle to Williamson. Gain of 13. Third down and short. Sullivan takes the handoff. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Lopez. They'll pick up a couple yards there. First down and 10 to go. The receiver goes into motion. Sullivan takes the handoff. And he's taken down. Tackle made by Mitchell. It's a St. Louis first down. First down and 10 to go. Walsh gives the ball away. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Go. And Person kicks this one away. And the kick sails wide. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. He kicks it away. That's the end of that play. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Bell hands it off, and he's tackled. Small gain on the play. Second down for the offense. 7 yards to go. Bell gives it away. Brought to the ground by Person. That's good for about 7 yards. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. Player in motion. Bell makes the throw. And the tackle is made. That'll be good for a couple yards. Second down here for Green Bay. He'll pitch it off to the runner. Miners got him for the tackle. That gets us to third down. From under center. Go! He'll give it away on the counter. And the tackle made by King. Gain of 8 on the play. First and 10. First and 10 for the offense. Tonight. He makes the handoff to the left side. And he is finally dragged down. Gain of 14 on the play. Green Bay sets up on first down. Bell back to pass. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. It will be caught by Strickland. And the tackle is made. Gain of 13. Green Bay sets up on first down. Bell gives it away. They fly into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The offense sets up for the point after. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He kicks it away. And the tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Go! Walsh pulls the trigger. He pulls it in. Wrapped up and brought down by Bradford. That's good for about 7 yards. Green Bay using a timeout here. That will be their first. A dime set for the defense. There's a flag on the play. They're going to get the offense for a false start here. They will accept the penalty. Second down. Walsh drops back to pass. He'll make the throw short to the left side of the field. McDaniel tackles him to the ground. Gain of 3 on the play. Timeout, Green Bay. That will be their second timeout. Third down coming up for St. Louis. Walsh will look to throw. It's complete to Chambers. Bradford makes the tackle. Gain of 13. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Dropping back. He sees a target over the middle of the field. It's hauled in by Chambers. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 6 on the play. St. Louis calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Walsh drops back to pass. It will be caught by Jenkins, and the runner is wrestled to the ground. Lopez in on the tackle. First down, St. Louis. St. Louis calling a timeout. They'll have just 1 remaining. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Walsh drops back to pass. He throws it off to the right side. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Two receivers for the offense. Walsh drops back to pass. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. That brings up 3rd down. Green Bay using a timeout here. That's their final timeout. 3rd down. He throws it deep along the sideline. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Steps into the pocket. Bell makes the throw. And the tackle made by King. A nice pickup there by the offense. First down and 10 to go. He makes the toss off to the right side. And down he goes. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. They will accept the penalty. Green Bay sets up on first down. Bell back to pass. And he's tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. The kick is up. And it sails just inside the uprights. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. On the kickoff. And he's brought to the turf. That will do it for the second quarter. Green Bay sitting comfortably in the driver's seat so far. The offense lines up to kick it off. He boots it away. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Walsh hands it off. And he's tackled. Gain of 11. A 2-back set for the offense. Walsh will look to throw. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. He's put to the turf. Gain of 8 on the play. Two tight ends for the offense. Motion for the offense. Walsh drops back to pass. Pulls in that long throw. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. It's up. And the kick is good. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. And Person kicks this one away. He's put to the turf. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Bell back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down. Motion for the offense. Bell back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. He safely steps out of bounds. That gets us to third down. Third down coming up for Green Bay. Bell back to pass. Big time catch. And the tackle made by King. Gain of 19. First and 10 for the offense. The handoff is made. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. Green Bay gets set on second down. Go! Bell hands it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That will go for about 5 yards. Sixth play of the drive. Bell back to pass. Makes the throw short to the sideline. And he steps out of bounds. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Green Bay gets set on second down. He'll pitch it off to the runner. Tackle made by Person. That'll bring up third down. Green Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Player in motion. Go. Matthews will take the handoff. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That's good for about 2. First down and 10 to go. Player in motion. Penalty flag on the field. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty. The offense comes in on first down. 9 yards to go. He drops back into the pocket. Bell tosses it up. And it's picked off by the defense. Sheds off the first tackle. And the defender got him down. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Player in motion to the left. Walsh drops back to pass. The QB tucks it and scrambles, and he safely slides to the ground. That gets us to second down. Operating from under center. Counter play to the outside. Tackle made by McCormick. That will bring up third down. St. Louis sets up on third down. Walsh gives the ball away. He's put to the turf. That'll go for 9 yards. Fourth play of the drive. Sullivan takes the handoff. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That'll go for about 3 yards. Second down. 7 yards to go. Player in motion. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. And he's immediately brought down. That gets us to third down. Operating from under center. Sullivan will take the handoff. Broken tackle. And he's finally stopped after a great run. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 to go. It'll be a run to the left side. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 7 on the play. Eighth play of the drive. Motion right. Walsh hands it off. Tackle made by McCormick. Good enough for a first down. The offense coming in for a 2-receiver set. He makes the toss off to the right side. And down he goes. Gain of 5 on the play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Steps into the pocket. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 9. St. Louis sets up on third down. Walsh drops back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. It will be caught by Jenkins. And the defender got him down. Gain of 12 on the play. The offense lines up for a lengthy field goal attempt. And Person kicks this one away. And the kick will fall short. Let's see what Green Bay does to start this drive. Bell hands it off. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. That will be good for about 1. Green Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 7. Third down for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. Bell back to pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Go.
Peters with the boot. And he's taken down after returning it up to the 35. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Walsh hands it off. The tackle is made. That'll go for about 3 yards. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Walsh gives the ball away, and the defense brings him down. Loss of 4. Third down. 11 yards to go. Walsh gives the ball away. He'll be tackled near the 45. There's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. They'll accept the penalty. 1st and 10.
Go.
Walsh hands it off. A flag on the play. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. It looks like they're going to call holding on the offense, and they'll accept the penalty. Fifth play of the drive. The third quarter comes to an end. Green Bay currently ahead in a tight race. The offense lines up on 1st and long. Walsh will look to throw. He finds a target up near the 40. It's pulled in by Sullivan, and the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Lopez. Gain of 12 on the play. Operating from under center. He hands it off to the right side, and he's brought down before making it too far. That will be good for about 1. St. Louis sets up on 3rd down. Walsh hands it off. And the tackle is made. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Sullivan takes the handoff. And he is down. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10. Sullivan takes the handoff, and he is tackled. That will push them back 3 yards. Second down, 7 yards to go. Walsh gives the ball away, and he will be brought down by Payne. They'll lose 1 on the play. Three receivers for the offense. Walsh gives the ball away. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. A short field goal attempt for the offense. Person with the kick. And it sails through. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. And onto the field comes the kicking team. And Person kicks this one away. And he's tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Go!
And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Green Bay gets set on second down. Player in motion.
Hike!
Bell gives it away. And the tackle will be made by Perry. That's good for about 2. It's a Green Bay third down.
Go!
Bell tosses it up. Strickland inhales that pass. Brought to the ground by Person. That will be good enough to pick up the first down. Green Bay sets up on first down. Motion left.
Hike!
Bell gives it away. Brought to the ground by Person. Good enough for a first down. Green Bay sets up on first down.
Sit hut.
Pitch to the right side. He'll be tackled near the 45. That'll cost them a couple yards. The offense comes in on second down. 7 yards to go. Bell back to pass. He makes the throw over to the sideline. It's caught. Tackle made by Person. Gain of 13. The offense will operate from under center.
Hike!
Bell hands it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That'll bring up second down. The offense sets up in a single back set. Player in motion. Dropping back. The QB tucks it and scrambles, and he wisely slides down. That'll go for about 3 yards. It's a Green Bay third down. A flag on the play. And the defense brings him down. Tackle by Francis. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Looks like the defense was offside, and they'll take the penalty. Tenth play of the drive. Bell back to pass. It's a sack for Miner. That'll bring up second down. Second down here for Green Bay. Motion left. Bell back to pass. Makes the throw to the right side of the end zone. And they score! Touchdown for the Cheeseheads! A 2-point conversion attempt for the offense. Bell gives it away, and they can't convert on the 2-point attempt. Green Bay adds to their lead with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. The kick is off. And down he goes. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Hand off to Walsh. Stopped before he could break free. That will be good for about 1. Second down. 3 yards to go. A flag on the play. Tosses one short. He safely steps out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. I think they're going to get the defense for offside here. They'll accept the penalty. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. There's a penalty flag on the field. It looks like the offense jumped a bit early there. And they'll take the penalty. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Motion right. Walsh hands it off. Wrapped up and brought down by Bradford. That's good for 10 yards. First down and 10 to go. Walsh gives the ball away. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. They'll lose a couple yards there. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Steps into the pocket. Throws a pass. And the receiver just can't bring it in. Third down coming up for St. Louis. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. It's called in by Chambers. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Lopez. That'll be good for a first down. The offense sets up with 2 backs. They'll send a player in motion. Toss to the left side. And he's taken down. Tackle made by Mitchell. That will be good for about 6. Second down, 13 yards to go. He steps back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. That will be a loss of 2. From under center. Steps into the pocket. It's complete to Chambers. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense. Walsh drops back to pass. He's got a target near the 25. It's complete to Chambers. McDaniel tackles him to the ground. That's good for 10 yards. It will be St. Louis using a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. Second down for the offense. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. Walsh pulls the trigger. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. A 2 tight end set for the offense. Walsh drops back to pass. And he's taken down. Tackle made by Mitchell. That's good for about 7 yards. It will be St. Louis using a timeout here. They'll have just one remaining. 1st and 10 for the offense. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. It's hauled in by Chambers. McDaniel tackles him to the ground. Gain of 17. It will be St. Louis using a timeout here. That will be their last timeout. The offense lines up on 1st and goal. Walsh will look to throw. He sends the touchdown, St. Louis. They're lining up for the 2-point conversion. Walsh hands it off, and they're able to make good on the 2-point try. St. Louis eats away at the lead a bit. The offense will take the kickoff conversion here. They'll start 4th and 12 from their own 28. He makes the throw. Lawrence with the reception. He'll be tackled near the 45. That's a successful kickoff conversion. It'll be 1st down for the offense. Double tight ends for the offense. Walsh pulls the trigger. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. He drops back. Walsh pulls the trigger. And he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. Green Bay using a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Steps into the pocket. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. That will bring up 2nd down. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Walsh will look to throw. Throws it off to the left side. Big time catch. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. And Person kicks this one away. And it's good. St. Louis takes the lead after that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. On the kickoff. And he's taken down after returning it up to the 35. First and 10. Bell back to pass. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Bell back to pass. He grabs it out of the air, and he's tackled right away. That will give Green Bay a 1st down. Green Bay using a timeout here. That will be their 2nd timeout. Green Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Sets his feet and throws. He makes the reception, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Timeout, Green Bay. That will be their last timeout. The offense comes in on 2nd down. 3 yards to go. He drops back. Bell tosses it up. Caught by the call. Tackle made by Person. Gain of 8 on the play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. And they'll spike it here. Clock's going to stop. Second down here for Green Bay. He drops back into the pocket. It will be caught by Strickland. And the tackle made by Collins. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. 1st and 10. Bell back to pass. Throws the range. Interception. And he's tossed to the turf. That'll bring things to a close for us today. For our team here at Axis Football, I'm Andy McNamara. We'll see you soon.